So I am developing a detoxification and regeneration program to help to clean up and to give our body the nourishment that it needs in order to be in a state of balance, homeostasis, and healing. And the first step is to admit that we are toxic, that is the reason that we are having symptoms, illness, disease, is because of a high level of toxicity. All of the chemicals, all of the unclean toxins that we breathe, that we have in our foods, in our products, we were born with. We have all of this in our buckets of the toxic soup that is there, and your body has had enough and it's overflowing. And this is the cause for symptoms, disease, illness, and that there are 25% of the population who do not genetically have what we need in order to detoxify or to eliminate these toxins from the body. And this is what even makes it more of an issue for those of us who do not detoxify and eliminate well, that actually your elimination systems have been negatively affected by the amount of toxicity in your body. So then you've got all kinds of issues to deal with. I hope that through recognizing and admitting that the reason for your issues is your toxic load, and then for me, once I really recognized that, because I'd already was aware of toxic load, and I'd a long time ago, long before I knew about mold toxicity, I had tried to clean up my diet. I recognized the impact of processed foods. I tried to clean up my products that I was using because I did not want to add to my toxic load. And I was like, okay, so I am clean. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's everybody else's problem. They're the ones with the toxic load. I am not. I do not have a toxic load because I am eating and I am using good products and I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. But I was not considering, first of all, the air that I was breathing, which was making me sick because of the mycotoxins and my inability to detoxify environmental toxins from my body. So while I thought it was everyone else's problem and not my own, it was more my problem than it was anyone else dealing with their own toxic load. And my symptoms seemed to be worse than anyone else's around me, which I finally understood. Oh, this is why. And so once I recognized that, and that my air was actually what was making me sick, and it's different for everybody, right? But once I realized that and was able to give myself by getting out in nature, getting out from that exposure to the harmful air that I was breathing, and became aware of what I needed, I started to feel better. Still, I have a lot of detoxing to do, but at least I was trying to do what I needed to clean some of those other things from my environment that were causing the issues. So once we realize our level of toxicity and then aware that of what is causing our toxicity, then only then can we really start the healing process. And But it first was admitting that I was toxic. Wasn't getting anywhere until I came to that. And it was a very humbling experience for me. And yeah, I just totally had to break down with that. And admitting that is the first, and sometimes it's the hardest step, I guess. But there are a lot of difficult awarenesses that we have to come to in order to get to a space of healing. So, step number 1, admitting you are toxic. It is the reason for disease, illness, all of the symptoms that you are experiencing.